I'm Julie. Hope y'all are doing well today. I'm going to take you through a circuit workout today here in my backyard, and I hope you'll join me for some core strength, some cardio, and some just basic strength movements. For the strength movements, you do not need weights. I'm going to use a chair here for some dips. So if you have a chair or a bench or something low like that that you can do dips in, you're going to need that. And you just need a towel or a mat because we are going to come down to the floor or the ground for some of our movements. And the way it's set up, we're going to go 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We're going to do strength for 45 seconds, then cardio for 45 seconds, and core for 45, and we'll just keep cycling through that. We've got 15 different movements that we're going to do. And I'll take you through one round, and then if you choose to go through a second round on your own, you're welcome to do that. All right, if you have some water close by, that's great too. We're gonna start with our first strength movement, and that's gonna be a push-up. So I'm gonna give you some options here. You can do your basic push-up, which is your push-up on your toes, or if you need to come down onto your knees and do your push-ups here, you can. We're gonna take the hands just a little bit wider than the shoulders and start there in 3, 2, 1. Push-ups. All right, so hands a little wider than the shoulders, abs are locked in nice and tight. We're lowering that chest down toward the floor, toward the mat, toward the ground, wherever you are. I hope wherever you are, the weather's as nice as it is here right now. All right, abs are in tight, supporting that low back. So keep them pulled in. We don't want that back to droop. If you need the knee option, you're gonna come here, lower that chest down. You're still staying in that one solid piece, abs locked in nice and tight. If you get tired, sit back onto your heels, recharge, and come back at it again. Just a few more seconds here. We got 8 seconds. Get a couple more good ones in. 3, 2, 1. Good, come on up. Now we're moving into our first strength movement. This is gonna be a touch jump. You're gonna touch the floor or the ground, and you're gonna come up into a little jump. If you don't like jumping, I'm gonna give you an option here in 3, 2, 1, touch and jump. Or if you don't like that pounding, if you have any knee issues, whatever the case may be, you can come up onto your toes and just do a pretend jump. Explode up onto your toes, but your feet aren't gonna leave the floor. Notice when I'm doing these, when I touch down, I'm not rounding my back here. I'm coming down in a squat, keeping my back flat, and then jumping up out of that. We're lifting up onto your toes again. Keep going, heart rate's starting to come up. Breathe through it. You got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, good. Come down to the floor. We're gonna do our first core movement. It's a running man sit-up. You're gonna come back. As you come up, you're gonna pull one knee in and one elbow back, same side. Ready, set, go. So it's back, knee and elbow, pull back. Back again, then that opposite side, we're gonna pull the knee and elbow back. These are a great exercise for the abs. If you're feeling that they're a little more challenging than you need today, you can always take it to a basic sit-up here. Keep moving. Some fighting birds above me. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You got it. All right, come up. We're going to take it back to strength. This time we're going to work lower body. Just a basic squat. So we're going to sit back into the heels. Knees are going to stay behind the toes in 3, 2, 1, squat. What's happening with your head and your chest when you squat? Staying upright. We're not folding over here. Staying upright, leading with those glutes like you're sitting back in a chair. Knees are staying behind the toes. Don't think about bending at the knees. Think about sitting back and you'll be in the right position. Don't fold over at the waist. Head and chest up. You can do what you want with your hands. I always do this. You don't have to. We're more worried about the squat than what's happening with the hands. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You got it. All right, come up. We're going into cardio. This is going to be a speed skater. We're going to go side to side. Try to get the width of your mat or your towel if you can. We're gonna stay low. In 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're going side to side. It's a horizontal, kind of a little jumping lunge, I guess you'd say. I don't want you up here. I want you to bend those knees. Stay low. Heart rate's gonna come up more as you bend the knees. Working inner outer thigh, glutes, all those good things. And we're working our heart. Heart rate's coming up. 15 seconds. Keep it up. Doing good work. You got 3, 2, 1, and good. All right, come down to the mat, back to core. We're gonna extend the legs straight up, and we're gonna crisscross them down and back up. Your hands can be to your sides or behind your low back. Ready, set, go. Down. Just little crisscross kicks and back up. What I want you to try to do is keep your low back pressing down into the mat. If you feel it starting to arch, don't bring the feet down quite as far. Maybe just this far and back up. If you feel like you're doing a good job holding that low back down, come all the way down and all the way back up. And don't forget to breathe. We're going to take a little water break after we get through this one. We'll be through 2 rounds or 2 circuits of strength, cardio, and core. 3, 2, 1, you got it. All right, come up, grab a little water if you've got it, and we're going to take it back to strength. For our next strength movement, it looks like core. It is core, but it's also strength. We're gonna come up into a high plank to start. High plank down to a low plank. We're gonna go hands to elbows, back up to hands, and then back down to elbows. If you don't like that, if that doesn't feel right, you can take it to a shoulder tap here. That's a little easier movement, or you can just hold in a basic high plank here. Any of those work. All right, let's give it a shot. We're working shoulders here and core. Ready, set, go. So if you're doing the up, up, down, down, lowering with the elbow, coming back high up onto the hands. I want you to do a few on one side, leading with one hand, 3 or 4, and then switch to the other side and do that many on the other side, leading with that hand and elbow, and just switch back and forth. If you don't like those, taps. If you're doing the taps, I want you to stay face down. Don't roll out here, face down, and just quick taps. Or you're here in that basic plank. And you're good. Breathe. Got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, you got it. All right. So that was our strength. We're gonna come up for our cardio here. This cardio is just a basic jumping jack, like you did in PE way back when. Ready, set, go. So here's your basic jack. Everybody knows this one. But if you don't like this one, you've got knee issues, that pounding motion doesn't feel right, take it to a big side lunge. You can still get the heart rate up with those big movements. You just don't have the impact. You can have the intensity, but you don't have the impact. And if you're trying to avoid that for your joints, go with that big side lunge. Breathe. We're getting there. 5 seconds. 2, 1, you got it. All right, coming back down for core movement. We're gonna take it to a bicycle here. Want your knees in, your hands behind your head. We're gonna go opposite elbow to opposite knee in 3, 2, 1, go. As you do these, what I don't want you to do is just take your elbow across like this. It's a big, full body rotation, big twist. As you angle that elbow toward the knee, Twist through the center of the body. Twist. You got it. We're working the obliques. We're working the lower part of the abs. And we're doing such good things for ourselves. Keep at it. We got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Come on up. We've got our next strength movement. Going back to lower body. We're going to do forward stepping lunges here. Stepping out, alternating legs in 3, 2, 1. Go. Big step forward. Knee is right over the ankle, and then we're going to step out with that other leg. Step and push back to start. Look what's happening. Knee is right over the ankle. It's not shooting out in front. We want to make sure we take that big step out so the knee doesn't shoot out in front of the ankle. Upper body, super tall, upright. Some leaves and grass on me, but that's okay. 5 seconds. 2, 1, you got it. All right, for our cardio, we're gonna come down and do some mountain climbers. So we're out on our hands. We're gonna bring knees in toward the chest, alternating. 3, 2, 1, go. Knees in and out. So this is my pace right now. If you like that pace, go with me. If you need to go a little slower, you can. If you can outrun me, feel free to. It's your workout, your pace. You do what you can. If you get tired on these, and they are tough, you can always sit back on your heels like we did with push-ups, recharge, and then come back at it again. Do as many as you can in this 45 seconds. Rest if you need to. 45 seconds of mountain climbers feels like 90 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We got it. Good work. All right. So for core, we're going to sit up nice and tall. Leaning back. Back is straight. We're going to bring our knees in and out in 3, 2, 1. So it's here. Knees in and out. Same thing goes here. I want you to work at your pace. It's not a race. Whether you get a handful of really good reps and do a whole bunch of sloppy ones. Make them good. If you need to rest along the way, take a little breather and then pick it up again when you're ready. These are tough on the abs, tough on the hip flexors as well. You'll feel it there too. Can you keep it going for another 10 seconds? Breathe. We got 3, 2, 1. Ah, grab a little water. We've got one more cycle to go. Starting off with some dips on our chair or our bench or a cooler, whatever you've got handy. So we've got one more strength, one more cardio, one more core in this round. For dips, we're going to come to the edge of whatever we're using. Hands are going to be in close to our hips. Elbows are going to be pointed straight back. And we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we're just lowering and lifting our body. Coming down to about a 90-degree angle with the elbows. If your feet are in closer, it's a little easier. You walk those feet out farther, longer lever to lift. It's tougher. Maybe you like somewhere in the middle. Find what works for you and go with it. Working the backs of those arms. Body's just going straight down, straight up. How we doing? We're almost through this one. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You got it. All right, our last cardio. It's a doozy. Everybody's favorite, burpees. I know most people don't enjoy burpees, but they're a good all over movement. So I'm gonna give you 3 options here. If you wanna do the full contact burpee, you're gonna come down on your hands, lower your chest all the way to the floor here. Then you're gonna hop your feet in and jump up. That's option 1. Option 2, we're not making full contact with the floor. We're gonna take hands down, hop the feet out into plank, hop the feet back in, and jump. Option 3, hands down. You're gonna walk the feet out, walk the feet in, and then come up into that almost jump up onto your toes. All right, pick your poison here. Ready, set, go. Burpees for 45 seconds. If you wanna start with the full contact and see how they go, you can do that. You can always choose one of those other options if you need to back it off. If you know these aren't for you, pick one of the other 2. Just go all out. Remember that plank option? We're going out, in, and up, or the walk out here, here, and stand up tall. Any of those work. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You got it. All right, our last core movement, just gonna be a basic plank. We're gonna come down to our elbows, pull the abs in tight to support our back, and we're just gonna hold on tight and breathe. Get you a couple of good deep breaths before we take it down to the floor. Plank. Knees nice and flat. Ready, set, go. So we want to be straight. We don't want to be a mountain here. We don't want to droop down here. We want to lock those abs in tight and just hold on and breathe. Tighten up your glutes, tighten up your core. Breathe through it. We got this. If you feel a little shaky, that's pretty normal. If you need to come down out of this position, reset and come back up, you can. If you need to take it to your knees here, you can do that. Just don't go here. Make sure you're still holding on tight there in the core. Breathe through it. We got 10 seconds left. Three, 2, 1. You got it. Nice job. All right, so that was one full round of our 45-second circuit. 45-second circuit. If you want to do a second round, you can just back it up and go through it again. I'm going to show you some stretches here, and if you go through a second round, just hold off on these until you get all the way through. If you're done right now, I want you to stretch out on your back. Take your fingertips, reach up as far as you can above your head. Take your toes, point them, and just make your whole body as long as you can. Think about getting as much space between your fingertips and your toes as you can, and just hold here and breathe. Should feel really good. Soak in that sun and everything that's good. Bring your knees into your chest. Just want you to rock forward and backward. And we'll do a little circle each direction. We're giving the lower back a little massage. Should feel good. Now take your knees, drop them all the way over to one side, all the way to the ground. Opposite elbow is pressing into the mat. We're stretching out through the low back and the abs, the obliques. Should feel very good. None of this should feel hard at all. We're just stretching. You should feel the stretches, but they should not hurt. Take their knees up and over to the other side. For stretching, a little discomfort is good. Pain is not. So if ever you feel pain when you're stretching, ease up a little bit. Or if it's a stretch that just doesn't work for you, then don't do that one. Move on to something else. All right, knees back up. We're going to rock ourselves up. Flip over, hands and knees. I want you to sit back onto your heels. Reach your fingertips out as far as you can get them. And just hold here and breathe. Arms, lats, back. Just a nice long stretch for all of that. Most movements we do shorten the muscles. We want to lengthen them back out with our stretches. Slide your hands in. I want you to round your back up. Let your head drop down. And just think about pulling the belly button up toward the ceiling. Hold and breathe. Now arch your back, head up, chin up. Deep breaths. Let's round it one more time. Let the head drop down, round the back. Breathe here, and then head up, chest up, arch that back, and take those good deep breaths. Now I want you to roll it almost all the way up. We're gonna roll up, take the hands beneath the legs, just roll up as far as you can using the arms there as resistance. Feeling that good stretch through your low back. Got a lot of leaves back here. And then roll all the way up to standing. We're gonna take one foot, press it back into the palm of the hand, tilt your hips forward as you push that foot straight back, and just hold, quadricep stretch. If you have a hard time with balance, find a wall, find a chair, find something that supports you where you can get that good stretch. And then let's switch it out. Take the other leg, press back. Don't pull, press back, knees stay side by side, and then tilt your hips forward a little bit. Find your balance if you can, find a wall or a chair if you can't, and stretch out through your quadricep. Be proud of yourself today. You did good work. Something for you. Shake that out. Let's take the one foot across. Drop the knee down, sit back. Hold right here. A lot of people have a hard time balancing with this one, so hold on to something if you need to. If you're feeling good with your balance today and you want to try a little extra, reach up. Ooh, don't know if I got that one today. I'll try. Hold. Good stretch through the hip and the glute. And then release it. Let's take that other foot across. Drop the knee down, sit back. Hold here. Hold onto your wall if you need it. Reach up if you want to go for that. Just hold and breathe. We're almost done. Release it. Let's take one arm across. Shoulder stretch. Drop that shoulder down away from your ear as you gently bring the arm across the body. And then take that other arm across. So we got a little everything today. Work for your heart, work for your lower body, upper body, and core. And just some good stretches to take it all down. Take the other arm, reach up, let the fingertips walk down your back. Tricep stretch. You can press back a little with your head if you want a deeper stretch there. And just breathe. Reach up. Let that other arm come back. Tricep stretch. We're almost there. Release it. Let's take a good deep breath. Reach up, breathe in. Exhale and let it go. Do that for me one more time. One last good deep breath in. And just let everything go here. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.